Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the weekly project status meeting where we have updates coming to you from across the breadth of the Mozilla project. We open this week, as is traditional, with Friends of Mozilla. These are people who have gone above and beyond the call of duty in the previous week, and we would like to give them a shout out and further recognition. This week, we have a nomination coming to us from the add-ons team who would like to give a shout out to community members Jayati, Marchiore, Avishi, Shivam for contributing 2 or more patches to Mozilla add-ons project during the month of April. You can learn more about their contributions in the wiki, which is linked from the Friends of Mozilla section. Thank you very much for your contributions. They are very much appreciated. With that, we move to our schedule of upcoming events, the calendar for this week. On Monday, May 4th, that is today, we have the add-ons community meeting. It is happening at 1600 UTC, and there is a link in the agenda for the wiki, which includes call-in information. On Wednesday, May 6th, we have another installment of the Homebrew Website Club. The Homebrew Website Club is a growing worldwide network of online weekly meetups for everyone who wants to take back their web experience from social media silos and own their online identities, content, and interactions. Times and events are listed in the wiki. They are happening for Europe out of London and the West Coast. We also have listed in the agenda later events and available tickets. These are events beyond 1 week out, for which we have tickets from the DevRel team or not. Some of these are not sponsored by the DevRel team, but do take a look at the wiki. The DevRel team will keep this updated with postponements, cancellations, and reschedulings. You can see those again all listed in the wiki. With that, we move to our speakers section. And our first speaker today is Jared Wine, coming to us with the weekly Firefox update. Jared?
Hi, Asa. Thank you. Today is May 4th, 2020, and Firefox 75 is our latest stable release. Firefox 76 is in the beta channel, and the last week was RC week, and tomorrow Firefox 76 becomes our stable release. 76 users will enjoy improved password features, including alerts in the Lockwise Password Manager for breached websites, prompts to update duplicate passwords for passwords involved in a breach, and OS Auth for viewing saved passwords. The new release also makes it quick and easy to full screen the picture-in-picture window with a double click. Firefox 77 was in the nightly channel all of last week. With this morning's merge, 77 moves to beta and nightly became Firefox 78. Before that happening though, 77 got about 440 changes and fixes including these notable ones. Gecko got experimental support for AVIF, the AV1 image file format. WebRender was enabled for a whole bunch of additional architectures. Firefox DevTools now has a compatibility panel that shows potential browser compatibility problems based on MDN data. And taking screenshots of extremely long pages in DevTools no longer silently fails. And finally, Gecko got experimental support for masonry layout and a grid container. And now I would like to show a demo of this grid container. So if I could share my screen here. And while we're doing this, I'll have a message to share from Jen Simmons. She says, in recent years, Mozilla's put a great amount of effort into making Firefox faster, but web developers can erase those performance improvements by throwing bad code onto their site, especially by using too much JavaScript and using JavaScript to do layout. Web developers can make bad choices far faster than browsers can mitigate. One way to keep the web fast is to empower web developers to not make their sites slow. Masonry is one such project. It gives web developers a CSS native tool to solve a common layout pattern, providing a way to avoid using JavaScript for layout. It's also simply thrilling. The web designers and developers who've seen this proposal are very excited. It's another way Mozilla is seen leading, defining the future of the web. And in this demo, you can see that we have DOM elements that are in DOM order, but yet they are displayed horizontally across the page. So item number 1, item number 2, and 3. That is their DOM order, yet they are displayed horizontally across the page and in this Pinterest style format, where more important content that is more important as though it appears higher in the DOM order is shown first above the fold, with latter content appearing below the fold. This allows for better lazy loading of images and improved performance of your website. This is experimental, and you can try it out in today's Firefox Nightly build by downloading Firefox Nightly or making sure that your Nightly is up to date and going to About Config and setting this pref to true. This is very exciting, and I'm sure many web developers will be very, very happy to get this essentially for free. And with that, I'll stop sharing and I'll pass it back to Asa.
Thank you, Jared. Very exciting update there. I think this experimental support for masonry is going to wow a lot of people. With that, we move to our emerging technologies update from Tobin. Tobin, take it away.
Thanks, Asa. So yeah, a few headlines from emerging technologies. Jason Gratzer has written a great post on fuzzing. If you're unfamiliar with that term, fuzzing or fuzz testing is an automated way to test the safety and stability of software by using specially crafted inputs, the goal of which is to identify unexpected or dangerous behavior. For the last 3 years, the Firefox fuzzing team has developed a new fuzzer called Domino to help identify security vulnerabilities in Firefox's web APIs. Domino has already found over 850 bugs, 116 of which have received a security rating. You can learn more about Domino and get a great introduction to fuzzing in Jason Kratzer's post on our Hacks blog. In the world of deep speech is gearing up for a launch. Last week, we saw the release of version 0.7 of the deep speech-to-text engine. Version 0.7 is basically the upcoming 1.0 release minus some documentation and a bit of polish, but it has many new features, including a new training data format that improves training speeds, support for transfer learning, which primes new models, a modernized and future-proofed language model with updates to the API, repackaged installable training code, which simplifies training setup. And you can watch for more information on the plans for the 1.0 launch. And finally, in AV1 news, AO Media member IGE is the first Chinese streaming company to deploy AV1. They're one of the largest online video sites in the world with over 500 monthly active users. Their announcement includes plans to work with chip makers and mobile phone vendors to expand the deployment of AV1. Also in AV1 news, YouTube for Android TV has introduced AV1 for use on capable platforms. The update is rolling out through the Google Play Store, so if you have an Android TV, keep an eye out for AV1 support on your big screen. And that's it for this week from ET. Back to you, Asa.
Thank you, Tobin. Wonderful update.
Sure.
To round out today's updates, we have the weekly minute coming to you from Andy Kokendorfer. Andy?
3 updates this week. First up, the Enterprise Integration Platform team, in support of the Firefox Phoenix dashboard for the Open Innovation Sumo team, enabled the Firefox beta release. By enabling the beta release, the team is now able to obtain mobile data insights from over 200,000 users via the Google Play Store. Great effort by the team and their collaborative efforts with the Firefox Mobile Applications team and the Firefox Release Management teams. To see the dashboard in action, check out the link. Second, the Service Desk team is happy to announce the publication of more videos to their ongoing video tutorials library. This week's publications are focused on helping you secure Zoom meetings, passwords, and data. The short videos cover a wide range of common user requests and are focused on providing the help you need. Drop by and see how the Service Desk can help you. Lastly, a reminder from the Audio Video Collaborations team. Help our Firefox team improve the performance for Zoom's web client option in time for this Firefox 76 release by joining calls from Nightly or beta and providing feedback. This option is available today with the ability to join calls with computer audio by default. The May release of Firefox 76 will provide our global users with the ability to join a Zoom call with audio directly from the browser without the need to download an application. Find us on Slack and check out the page to find out how you can help. That's it for the minute. Stay connected and stay safe, Mozilla.
Thank you, Andy. Exciting updates from the world of IT. That brings us to the end of our weekly status meeting. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you same time, same place in 1 week. Until then, stay safe and keep on rocking the free web.